안녕하세요 여러분. Hi. 안녕. 안녕 야자. 야자 이레이. 안녕하세요. 네, 여러분 만나서 반가워요. Nice to see you everyone. Okay, so today Eggbun's live broadcast is coming back. Hello, 안녕하세요 여러분 만나서 반가워요. So, as we posted on our Instagram, we are going to look up all the Eggbun study materials together because today's topic is actually it's random, but what we're gonna do is actually we will study together. Alright? Good. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let me just move a little bit down so that we can see today's topic. So, let's study together. What topics? So we posted a question about what topics from the app you'd like to study together during the live streaming, and then there were quite many answers about like different topics, such as Korean culture, grammars like tenses or adjectives and act, and also daily conversations. And so today we are going to look up these kind of topics with the our study materials from the Instagram. And so if you have any questions, please leave comments because I'm checking the live comments. And also if you want to leave any feedbacks, please feel free to do that. And okay, well, and when you're ready, let's get started. Oh, also please don't forget, of course we are using the our Eggbun materials, but for my advice, or sometimes some words during the live streaming, it's just very casual opinion. So like of course it's helpful because anyways I'm Korean, I was born in Korean and then grown up in there as well, so it's useful sometimes, but the thing is like it's same as in other languages, I guess. So sometimes it's not grammarly like perfect, so I'd recommend you to study with our proper materials from the app or Instagram. But this live broadcast is more focusing on like instant Q&A session, and also we're study together, right? Yeah, grammar. So we're gonna look up all these topics. Are you ready? If you're ready, let's get started. Alright, so first of all, we are looking up the Korean sentence structure. Let's see. So basic sentence structure in Korean is subject, object, and verb. Okay, subject, object, and verb. So in English, you can see in the example like I ate an apple. But in Korean, we swap the orders. So I, an apple, ate. So in Korean, we say 저는 사과를 먹었어요. But in English, you swap verb and objective. So it's just opposite order. Okay? And so in general, the verb takes the last place in the sentence. or part of the sentence in complex sentences. For example, 저는 사과를 먹었어요. 그리고 낮잠을 잤어요. So I ate an apple and took a nap. Right? I ate an apple and took a nap. But in Korean, 저는 사과를 먹었어요. So I an apple ate and even 그리고 낮잠을 잤어요. So 낮잠 is nap. So nap took. Okay? So I an apple ate and nap took. So it's Korean order. I know it's very confusing, but this is the thing that you need to study. Fortunately and unfortunately. So let's look up another example. Okay, so the sentences like I'm a student formed using the special verb 뭐뭐이다, which is to be, which is attached to the noun, right? So 명사, noun is 명사이다. It's the basic rule for those sentences, right? So when we see I am a student, I am a student. 저는 학생이에요. 저는 학생이에요. This is my pen. 이것은 this is my pen. But in Korean order, if I just change it in Korean order, if I just change the English sentence in Korean order, it's gonna be I, a student, am. 저는 I, 학생, a student, 이에요, am. And the second one, 이것은. So this, 제, my, pen, pen. 이에요, is. So this, my pen is. This, my pen is. I, a student, am. Okay, so just try to remember verb always go to the end of the sentence. Alright? And the next one is subject and adjective. So subject and adjective, descriptive verb. So descriptive verb, which is adjectives, in Korean can take place either at the end of the sentence or before the noun. What? How come? So adjective in Korean is also descriptive verb. Okay? So in simple subject, verb sentences, adjectives function as a verb and take the last part of the sentence. Okay? So when we see the sample sentences, this bag is pretty. This bag is pretty. 이 가방이 예뻐요. 이 가방이 예뻐요. So 이 is this, 가방 is bag, 예뻐요, 예쁘다. So in Korean, the original form is 예쁘다, 뭐뭐하다, 뭐뭐이다. So the word finishing with 다 is actually verb. But in Korean, the original form of adjective is is 뭐뭐이다. So for example, 예쁜 is adjective, but 예쁘다 is original form, and which is descriptive verb. Alright? If you have any questions and if you are confused, just leave comments, okay? And you can just leave more further questions during the live. And let's look up the second one. The book is interesting. The book is interesting. So 책이 재밌어요. 책이, 책 is book. 책 is book. 책이, the book is 재밌어요. Interesting. 재밌다. So in this sentence, the original form of 재밌어요 is 재밌다. 재밌다. 뭐뭐하다. 뭐뭐이다. Alright? Good, thank you. Thank you for your compliment. Okay, if you have any other questions, please leave comments. And let's look up the next one. Alright, so yeah, this is the more detailed explanation. So let's add other parts of the sentence using a simple S subjective, O objective, V verb sentence. So 저는 책을 읽었어요. 저는 책을 읽었어요. I read a book. Because 읽었다, 뭐뭐 했다 is past tense. In present tense is 저는 책을 읽어요. Not 읽었어요. It is 읽어요. So without the double S. Okay? But this is past tense, so that's why it becomes 저는 책을 읽었어요. And 요 makes polite style. Okay? An adjective. To add an adjective to an SOV sentence, we need to put it before the noun which is describing and change its form. For descriptive verb, adjective, which is adjective, add something plus 니은 or 은. So 예쁘다, 예쁜. 멋있다, 멋있는. 은. Okay? So for example, let's see the another example. 비싸다. 비싸다 is 비싸 plus 니은, which becomes 비싼 가방. 비싼 가방. Okay? 높다. 높다 becomes 높은. 높다 is original form, but it becomes, if you want to change it in adjective format, you need to add 은. 높은 건물. 높은 건물. Okay? Yeah, so if we make a SOV sentence, you can see the sentence on the bottom. I read an interesting book. I read an interesting book. 저는 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. It's not 저는 흥미롭다 책을 읽었어요. Okay? 흥미롭다 is the original form of interesting. But if you want to describe the noun, then you have to add 니은 or 은. So 흥미롭다 becomes 흥미로운 책. Okay? Because 책 is the noun you want to say. So 저는 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. Alright? Let's go to the next one. And also the time, in terms of the time. So the time usually comes either at the beginning of the sentence or right after the subject. Right? 저는 어제 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. So original sentence was 저는 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. 저는 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. 언제? When? 언제? 어제. Yesterday. Okay? Yesterday. So 저는 어제 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. It doesn't go like 저는 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요 어제. Of course, it makes sense somehow in casual way. Of course, it makes sense, but it's not like the correct way with the grammar. Okay? 저는 어제 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. or 어제 저는 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. Those are the correct sentences. Okay? If you have any questions, please leave the comments. Alright, let's see the next sentence. Yesterday at 3:30 in the afternoon, I read a book. 저는 어제 낮 2시 30분에 책을 읽었어요. So both are correct. Yeah, the sentences in this board are all correct. But if you say 저는 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요 어제. or 저는 흥미로운 어제 책을 읽었어요. or 저는 흥미로운 책을 어제 읽었어요. Actually, 저는 흥미로운 책을 어제 읽었어요. Also kind of makes sense. But the correct sentences will be the sentence that you can see now. Okay? But the one thing you shouldn't do is 저는 흥미로운 어제 책을 읽었어요. So you shouldn't put the time in between the adjective and noun. I think it's gonna be same in English, right? You don't usually put I read an interesting yesterday book, right? So it's not correct, alright? So 저는 어제 낮 2시 30분에 책을 읽었어요. Actually, it's quite similar order as English, right? And locations. Before we go to the locations, what's the difference or nuance between 재미있다 and 흥미롭다? Great question. So what are the difference? What is the difference between 재미있다 and 흥미롭다? 재미있다 is more like fun. But 흥미롭다 is interesting. Okay? 재미있다, 흥미롭다. Actually, I didn't know about what are the difference. To be honest, because for me, Korean is my mother tongue, and then when I learned English, I couldn't get what is interesting means. But in Korean, interesting is 흥미롭다. 흥미로운데? Like that, okay? But 재미있다 is fun. Then what is funny? Like hilarious, funny, hilarious. Funny, hilarious are 웃기다. 쟤 완전 웃겨. 진짜 웃기다. That's funny. Okay? 웃기다 is funny. 재미있다 is fun. 흥미롭다 is interesting. So, 재밌는 시간 보내. Have fun. Okay? Hope you have fun time. You know, have fun is 재밌는 시간 보내길 바래. Alright? Cool. Okay, let's go to the next one. I read an interesting book in the library yesterday. 저는 어제 도서관에서 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. 저는 어제 도서관에서. Location. Locations usually come between the subject and the object. So, 저는 subject, 어제, time, 도서관에서 location, 흥미로운 책을 object, 읽었어요. verb. 저는 어제 도서관에서 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. 저는 도서관에서 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. 어제. Kind of makes sense if you put 어제 the time in the end. But 저는 도서관에서 어제 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. Kind of makes sense, but the most accurate sentence is 저는 어제 the time 도서관에서 location 흥미로운 책을 object 읽었어요. verb. Okay? Alright, then let's go to the next one. Adverbs. Adverbs always come directly before the verb. I like apples a lot. Actually, I like apples. Actually, I really like apples. Oh, I'm here. I like apples a lot. Alive Eggbun. No, alive Lani. Yay! I don't know, just for fun. Sorry. So I like an apple a lot. I like apples a lot. 저는 사과를 많이 좋아해요. 저는 사과를 많이 좋아해요. So 저는 I 사과를 apples 많이 a lot 좋아해요. Like. Okay? I apples a lot like. 저는 어제 도서관에서 흥미로운 책을 빨리 읽었어요. 저는 어제 도서관에서 흥미로운 책을 빨리 읽었어요. 빨리 is fast. 빨리 is fast. So in English, it's yesterday in the library I read an interesting book fast or quickly, right? I know it's funny. 라니가 살아 움직이는 게 웃기죠. 라니 looks alive, which is quite funny. I know. So, yesterday, 어제, in the library, 도서관에서 I read an interesting book. 저는 읽었어요. 흥미로운 책을. Fast, 빨리. But in Korean, 저는 어제 도서관에서 흥미로운 책을 읽었어요. I yesterday in the library 흥미로운 책, an interesting book, fast read. Oh my gosh, what are these orders, right? Oh, thank you. Yeah, please come to the live session every week because we have the live streaming every Tuesday, 6 p.m. in, EST, Eastern. I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyway, EST, like the Eastern, 미국 동부 시간. I know in Korean, but I just don't know in English. I'm sorry. Anyway, EST, 미국 동부 시간. Yeah, thank you. So, yeah. 저는 어제 도서관에서 흥미로운 책을 빨리 읽었어요. Okay? So this is the end of the grammar. Oh, it's 7:30 a.m. in Malaysia. Oh my goodness, that's so early. Okay, thank you for listening. Good. All right. So next one. So some people, some egg bunny, our egg bunny, asked about what is difference between 있다가. Oh my gosh. Those sound so similar, right? 1:30 a.m. in Bulgaria. Oh my goodness, thank you for listening. Okay, common mistakes in Korean that even Koreans do, which is true. 있다가. Okay? So 있다가. What is 있다가? 있다가. I know this is moving image. You can actually check and study again on our Instagram, okay? Because this is Instagram post. So 있다가. So look at the first column, okay? Look at the first column. So first one, let me just put egg bunnies so that you can see, you can focus on one. So 있다가. 있다가 is a little later. So 있다가 later. 있다가 이따가 이거 하자. So 이따가 연락할게. I'll call you later. Okay? I'll call you later. 이따가 is a bit later. So when you see this one, the third square in the first column, 도서관에 1시간 있다가 갈게. It's not this 있다가. 도서관에 1시간 있다가 갈게 is this one. 도서관에 1시간 있다가 갈게. Because the meanings are different. Okay? 이따가 갈게. 이따가 without double D 있다가 is a bit later. A bit later. Okay? I'll go later. 이따가 갈게. Okay? Let's see the last square. 이 피자 뭐야? What is this pizza? 이 피자 뭐야? 이따가 먹으려고 남겨놓은 거야. 이따가 먹으려고 남겨놓은 거야. So 이따가 is like later. So what are the difference? Then what are the difference between 이따가 and 이따가? So 이따가 is later. Later. The time wise, so both are talking about the time. Both are talking about the time. But let me show you. Let me move like this. Okay, so both are talking about the time. 이따가 and 이따가. Okay. Hopefully you can see this properly. Yeah. 이따가 and 이따가. So 이따가 is later, but 이따가 is kind of like the duration, the time. Okay? So you will stay 이따가, the second 이따가 is more like when you stay there. But 이따가 is later. The first one 이따가 is later. The second one 이따가 is staying. Okay? Staying, or the duration. So when I show you this one, 조금 더 있다가 갑시다. 조금 더 있다가 갑시다. Let's leave a little later. 조금 있다가 갑시다. So let's stay here a little bit more and then let's go. So does 있다가 mean literally after a while or a short time? Great. Oh, no. After a while or short time. Oh yeah, after a while. Great. So 있다가, the second 있다가 is after a while. So 있다가, the second one is a while. Second one is a while. But first 있다가 is a little. Later. The first one is later. The second one is a while. Okay? Alright. And the last one is 전 여기 있다가 출발할게요. 전 여기 있다가 출발할게요. So I'll stay here and leave. I'll stay here for a while and leave. I'll stay here for a while and leave. Okay? Alright, so the question. Look at the question. The quiz time. So 땡땡 집에서 같이 보드게임 할래요? Do you want to play a board game at home later? So which one will be the answer? Choose the right answer. Number 1, 이따가. Number 2, 이따가. Oh, sounds same. Okay, leave the comments everyone. Which is the answer? Okay, cool. 이따가. Cool. Carry on. Don't follow the people. Just leave your opinions. Okay, this is studying. Great. Keep carry on. Second. Okay, I can see quite many people chose second one. Cool. All right. Good. So shall we see the answer? The answer is... Oh, this is not the answer. So the answer is... number 2. 이따가. The answer is number 2. Because it's later. Later here. You can see, right? Later. So that's why 이따가 집에서 같이 보드게임 할래요. Great job! Great job! Who chose number 2? Great job, great job. So number 2 is the answer. Okay, let's see the second question. 도서관에 1시간만 있다가 매점 가자. 도서관에 1시간만 있다가 매점 가자. So choose the number. Choose the answer. Number 1, 있다가. Number 2, 있다가. Okay, leave the comments. Leave the comments. Okay, what will be the answer? Okay, don't follow the people. Don't follow the people. Leave your own comments. It can be 1. It can be 2. Okay, there is an answer. Okay, number one, 이따가, and number 1. Is there anyone who choose number 2? And keep checking. Okay, cool. Carry on. Good job. 이따가. Okay, right. Okay, I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. So the answer is number 1. Because in the English, let's go to the cafeteria after only an hour in the library. An hour was the clue. Because the number 1, 이따가, is which has the meaning of a while, the duration, a while, right? So let's go to the cafeteria after an hour. Only an hour. An hour is the time to stay in the library. That's why number 1 is the answer. Great job, everyone. Well done. Great job. Someone asked, what is 매점? What is 매점? 매점 is the cafeteria. You can see, so when we see the sentences, let's go to the cafeteria after only an hour in the library. Let's go. 가자. To the cafeteria. 매점에. After only an hour. 1시간만 있다가 in the library. 도서관에. Okay? So 매점 is the cafeteria. Great job, everyone. Well done. Alright. Quiz. The third quiz. Quiz number 3. 지금은 너무 배불러요. 저는 이따가 먹을게요. 지금은 너무 배불러요. 저는 이따가 먹을게요. I'm so full right now. I will eat later. So choose the answer. Number 1 or number 2. Number 1 or number 2. Okay, people are choosing. Good. Number 2. Okay. Is there anyone who chose number 1? Because I can see only number 2. Don't follow the people. Just leave your answer. Okay, you can be, it's fine even though you are not sure or you are wrong, because this is learning time. Okay, actually after you make mistakes, you how to say it, you grow up more because you remember what you made. You remember the mistake you made so that you don't make another mistake next time. All right? Okay, I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time's up. All right. So what's the answer? The answer is, shall I read it in Korean again? Okay, so in Korean, 지금은 너무 배불러요. 저는 이따가 먹을게요. So the answer is number 2. 이따가. Why? The number 2 was the answer. It is because you can see later, right? Later. 이따가. Number 2, 이따가 is later. Alright? Great job who chose number 2. And even though you chose number 1, great job, because this is the time that you memorize the correct answer. Alright? Okay, so I think this is the last question for the 이따가 and 이따가. So the last one. So quiz number 4. 여기에 조금 있다가 갈게. For example, 예를 들어서 라니야 너 언제 올 거야? 나 조금 있다가 갈게. 라니야 너 언제 올 거야? Hey Lani, when will you come? 조금 있다가 갈게. I'll go soon. I'll go later. Okay, yeah, choose the number. Number one, number 1 or number 2. Number 1 or number 2? And the answer is 여기에 조금 있다가 갈게. Just leave your own opinion. Okay, don't follow the people. The answer is number 1. Great job. Who chose number 1? 여기에 조금 있다가 갈게. Why? Yeah, the sound's exactly the same, but why number 1 is the correct answer? Why number 1? 조금 있다가 갈게. Actually, both are correct, I guess. Both are correct. Because for the first sentence, I'll go a little later. So for the first one, above my head, I'll go a little later. 조금 있다가 갈게. So later is number 2. But when you see the sentence in the bracket, I'll stay here for a while and go. 여기에 조금 있다가 갈게. 여기에 조금 있다가 I'll stay here for a while. 갈게. 그리고 갈게 is number 1. 조금 있다가 갈게. Alright? This one was quite tricky question. Right? Because both make sense. Alright, but well done guys. So who chose number 1 or either number 2? You guys are correct. But if there were anyone who chose number 1 and 2, both number 1 and 2, great job. Okay, so 여기에 조금 있다가 갈게 is number 1, but 조금 있다가 갈게 is number 2. Great job, everyone. If you have any further questions, please leave them in comments. Good. All right. Let's go to the next one. Useful Korean phrases when going to a restaurant. Yay! Restaurant. So, if you visit Korea, you definitely go to a restaurant because there's so many 맛집s. Many 맛집s. Alright? 맛집 is good restaurant. Okay? So when you go to 맛집, for example, like very good, like not only the traditional but also like very trendy cafes or anything, what do you have to say to order food? Let's see. First one, you definitely say hi. 안녕하세요. Hello. 안녕하세요. Excuse me. Hello. Right? 안녕하세요. And 몇 시까지 영업하세요? 몇 시까지 영업하세요? Actually, you don't usually ask this in the beginning, right? Because it sounds like, hello, when do you close? It's quite random, right? But so when you get in the restaurant, what do you usually ask? Hello, could I see a menu? Could you give me a menu, please? All right. So which will go to the first and the third one. Hello, 안녕하세요. 메뉴판 좀 주세요. Could I have a menu, please? Could I have a menu, please? 메뉴판 좀 주세요. 메뉴판? What is 메뉴판? 메뉴판 is menu board. Menu board. So menu, we use menu as menu. 판 is a board. You know, the flat one. The flat board. So 메뉴판 좀 주세요. 좀 is please. So 뭐뭐 좀 해주세요. 뭐뭐 좀 조금만 기다려주세요. 좀 is please. Okay, this is quite very useful word because you can say it polite way, right? So 메뉴판 좀 주세요. And the next one, you need to order food, right? So when you order food, 저기요, 여기요. Excuse me. Oh, you can't get the app. Is there a website? Oh, you can get the app on Apple Store or what is it, Android, Google Store. You can, I think. Yeah. Both platforms has Eggbun app. Okay, 저기요, 여기요. Excuse me. So, this is the culture difference actually. So, to be honest, when I travel to Europe or outside of Korea, I mean, like especially like Europe or America, I think if you sit on the table, you don't usually call the I forgot the word. You don't usually call the stuff, right? But in Korea, you need to call them, but in polite way. Not like, hey, it's not good. But 저기요, 여기요. 주문 좀 할게요. So you have to say it loudly. Okay? You have to say it. 저기요, 여기요. So you have to call. Yeah, waiter. Thank you. Yeah, you have to call them. Unless, I think, of course, someone will come as well, but like, it's not really rude even though you call them. But not like, hey, yeah. Yeah is very rude. Okay? Yeah is very rude. Oh, really? Huawei App Store. Okay, I'm gonna talk to the company, someone who can't download the app on Huawei Store. I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, I will tell them. Thank you for letting me know. But anyways, yeah. So 저기요, 여기요, 주문할게요. Excuse me, could you take an order, please? Okay, I'd like to order food. And then, 매워요. 맵다 is spicy. Because I think I know why they choose these sentences. Because most of Korean food is quite red and a bit spicy. Yeah, so 매워요. And the standard of spiciness is a bit different from normal international standard, I guess. So that's why 이거 매워. Try to ask. I mean, don't forget to ask whether it's spicy or not. Because if Koreans say, 이거 안 매워요, that means it might be a bit spicy for people, okay? For the non-Korean people. Okay, so 이거 매워요. Is it spicy? Yeah. Okay, and let's go to the next one. 이거 1인분 주세요. 1인분. What is 1인분? 1인분 is the portion. 인분 is portion. Why 인분 is the portion? In means human in Chinese character. In is human. Okay? 분 is portion. Okay? So human portion. Human portion. So you put number and human, the people, and portion. So number, people, portion. That means 1인분 per person. Per person. Alright? And yeah. So you have to add Chinese how to say it? Yeah, the numbers in Chinese. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because 인분 is Chinese character. So 인분, 1인분, not 하나인분 or 둘인분 or 셋인분. Should be 1인분, 2인분, 3인분, 4인분. But if you want to order in Korean, as you can see on the bottom, 비빔밥 2개 주세요. 2개, 2개. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 비빔밥 3개 주세요. 오, 이거 하나 주세요. Could I have one for this? Could I have one for this? 이거 하나 주세요. 이거 10개 주세요. Could I have 10 of these, please? Okay, 이거 10개 주세요. Right? Another useful word is 너무 맛있어요. 너무 맛있어요. 너무 is very. Okay? 너무 is very. 너무 멋져요. You are very cool. 너무 멋져요. So 너무 is adverb of very. 너무 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 There's another K-pop song. Okay, so 너무 맛있어요. 맛있다. 맛있다 is delicious. Delicious. But I heard that in English, like speaking countries, they don't say delicious for general food, right? So 너무 맛있어요 is very nice. It's very tasty. It's very good. 너무 맛있어요. But in Korean, there's no difference between delicious or tasty. So just say 너무 맛있어요 for any time. Okay? Even though your friend's mother makes homemade food. 이거 진짜 맛있어요. 너무 맛있어요. 감사합니다. Or if you go to Korea, restaurant, when you go to a restaurant, you can also say, 이거 너무 맛있어요. Absolutely fine. Okay? This is so useful. This is so useful sentences. 혹시 와이파이 있어요? 혹시 와이파이 있어요? 와이파이. Because in Korea, most of internet data are free. Because all cafes have Wi-Fi, and at home, even in the tube or where, not in the plane, but in the bus. Even in the bus, there is free Wi-Fi. Unbelievable, right? So, in Korean, how to say Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi. It's like pie, but it's Wi-Fi. Okay? 혹시 Wi-Fi 있어요? You should ask every time when you go anywhere, even in the bus. But you don't, please don't ask the bus driver that, 여기 Wi-Fi 있어요? Please don't, because they are just driving. They don't know. But you can see the instruction on the window, the bus window. So you can actually connect the Wi-Fi in the bus. And the next one, very, very useful. 화장실이 어디예요? 화장실 is bathroom, right? Bathroom. 화장실이 어디예요? Of course, you have to go to restaurant if you are in emergency situation, right? So at the time, 화장실 is bathroom. 화장실 어디예요? Where is the bathroom? Okay, so bathroom, where is? Bathroom, where is? 화장실이 어디예요? So you can ask like that. Alright, the next one. 계산할게요. 계산. What is 계산? 계산 is payment. 계산 is payment. Bill is 영수증. Bill is 영수증. So, in Korea, you don't actually ask a bill before you pay. So in Korea, most of the restaurants, except fine dining, you usually pay when you go out or when you order. So some cafes, they usually take order and proceed the payment at the same time, and then you can eat. You can use the space. But some restaurants, you need to pay after eating. But you don't usually ask a bill in Korea. Okay, bill people will give you when you make a payment. Okay, but bill is very common. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the bills, but just the order-wise, the culturally, people don't usually ask a bill before they pay. 다음에 또 올게요. I'll come again. I'll come back. 다음에 또 올게요. 다음에 next time. 또 again. 올게요. come. Will come. Because it's future tense. 올게요. 오다 is original. The present tense. 오다 because next 다음에 is next, so you need to change it to the future tense. So 다음에 또 올게요. 뭐뭐 할게요. 뭐뭐 할 것이다 is future tense. 뭐뭐 할게요. 게요. 뭐뭐 할 것이다. Alright? Cool. Yeah, what food would you like to try when you arrive to Korea? Please let me know. Yeah, which food? Do you have any preference? Let me just change it. My face. Yeah. Do you have any food you want to try? Bibimbap. Bibimbap sounds nice. Any other Korean food? Fish cakes, 어묵. 어묵 is good. So when you go to the 포장마차 is like a food store on the street. 포장마차, you should try 포장마차. 떡볶이. 떡, 볶다, N plus E. Fish pastry thing is 김치전, 김치찌개. What is the fish pastry? What is mandu? What are your recommendations? What can I say? Oh, so the recommendations. When you go to Korea, definitely 떡볶이, because there's so many different types of 떡볶이. For example, so not only the red 떡볶이, there is rosette 떡볶이. What is rosette 떡볶이? Rosette 떡볶이 is the mixture of cream and spicy tteokbokki. So rose tteokbokki is quite trendy. And also there's 짜장 tteokbokki. 짜장 tteokbokki. 짜장 tteokbokki is, do you know 짜장면? 짜장면. So 짜장면 is like black sauce for 짜장면, right? I don't know how to explain 짜장면 in because it's Korean food. So 짜장면. So tteokbokki with 짜장 sauce. Okay, so 짜장 tteokbokki, rose tteokbokki, and also even there is mara tteokbokki. Mara tteokbokki. If you like spicy food, mara tteokbokki. Mara is like very spicy sauce from China. So mala. I think mala, then Chinese people can understand. Mala tteokbokki. Mara. Okay, so tteokbokki. And what else? 뼈해장국, maybe pork spine soup, because it's quite hard to find it in outside of Korea. Yeah, 뼈해장국. 할머니 손 칼국수, not granny's hand 칼국수 noodles. It's not like that. 할머니 손 칼국수. It's just like a very homey 칼국수. Yeah. Oh, alright. Yeah. Good luck. Have fun. 좋은 하루 되세요, 오늘. Okay. So let me see what else we have. 고막, 곰신, 종이 한 장 차이. 종이 한 장 차이 or 곰신 군하. Yeah, I think this is too much. We need time to explain it. Let's see this. Lastly, okay. Difference of one sheet of paper. This is the most the hardest pronunciation for me as a non-English speaker. Okay, difference of one sheet of paper. What does it mean? Okay, what does it mean? 종이 한 장 차이. Oh my goodness. This is the exactly the proper example for this, I guess. Oh, oopsie, sorry. So, 종이 한 장 차이. 종이 is paper. 한 장, 한 is the mixture of 하나. 한 끼, 한 장, so 한시, not 하나시, 한시. Okay, 장 is the unit, the counting unit for paper. Okay, 종이 한 장 and 차이 is difference. 차이 is difference. So the meaning is the difference in quantity or degree is very small. Okay, a thin line. Okay, so a difference like one sheet of paper. So if I give you a very fun example is sheets and sheet, right? The sheet and sheet. 종이 한 장 차이로 the meaning will be changed. Sheet and the other one. Okay, let's see the more academic and useful example. So 프로야구 경기에서는 양팀 선수 실력이 너무 좋아서 종이 한 장 차이로 승패가 갈린다. 프로야구 경기에서는 in a professional baseball game, since both team players skills are very good, 양팀 선수 실력이 너무 좋아서 there is a one piece of paper difference between victory and defeat. 종이 한 장 차이로 승패, victory and defeat가 갈린다. Alright? So there's a very thin line between victory and defeat since players of both teams have very good skills. Next example. 사랑과 증오는 종이 한 장 차이예요. 사랑과 증오는 종이 한 장 차이예요. There is just a piece of paper difference between love and hate. Oh, love and hate. Because both are coming from the feeling of love, to be honest. Yeah, because you love, so sometimes you hate, right? Do you have any similar expressions in your country? You can let me know, but next time. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, see you next week, everyone, because it's time to finish. All right. So, I'll be back. Hello. All right. I hope all today's live broadcast also useful for you. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can leave a comments when we post the Instagram story, especially what kind of topics you want to study. You know, we always leave the question stickers on the stories, so please join in. And it is because our Eggbun podcast is always made with your comments and your participation. So please throw your ideas during the live streaming or anytime, you know. Thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining, and hope to see you next week. 만관잘부, 많은 관심과 잘 부탁드립니다. 여러분 모두 감사해요. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely evening. Have a lovely what should I say? Night. And thank you, everyone. Bye bye. 안녕. 여러분 감사해요. See you.